For you Tesla Model X and S owners that are looking to lower your car effectively, this little black box of pure magic from Unplugged Performance is going to change your driving dynamics. We're going to go ahead and show you what's inside, so stick around for this next installation. Good afternoon, automotive fanatics. It's Peter, your automotive fanatic, coming at you guys with another product review and installation. I will be working on a returning client's Model S Plaid, and what we are doing today is we are going to install Unplugged Performance's lowering kit for the car. I'm going to briefly show you what is in this box, and it is pure magic for the Model S Plaid, and it will also work for the Model X. These right here are going to be your lowering arms, or I should say lowering brackets, that are made by Unplugged specifically for the X and the S. The way that your suspension works in your car, and this is if you have the air suspension set up, you have the ability to go high all the way down to ultra low. With Unplugged's lowering brackets, what this device here does is it essentially lowers your car one step lower. So imagine you have ultra low, now you're going to have an even lower effect, and what that does is it helps improve your aerodynamics, and let's just be frank, it makes your X and your S look amazing. With these here, you're going to get one for each corner. They are very specific. What I love about the Unplugged design, take a look at this. You can see the FL. They spend the time to tell you what side that it goes on, so they really took the time to make sure it was dummy proof to install. The proper way to install these, you're going to make sure your S is going to be in jack mode and up in the air. You're going to remove the lowering arms, or the I'll call it the adjusting arms that is on brackets and attached to the frame of the car. You're going to remove those. You're going to go ahead and attach the Unplugged bracket into the stock location, and then the OEM arm is just going to attach to the bracket. I do want to go ahead and make just a quick adjustment to what I had mentioned to you guys. Initially, I thought you took your original bracket and installed it onto these Unplugged Performance brackets. I'm 100% incorrect. What you need to do is you need to remove the OEM bracket. You're going to take the Unplugged Performance and actually swap them out, because they are made differently in terms of length as well as angle. So again, replace your old mounting brackets with the new Unplugged Performance lowering kit bracket. It's a very simple design that works extremely effectively. Now, those of you who are looking to install, you're probably asking, why do I want to use these brackets when I could simply buy cheaper lowering links? Well, I'll tell you guys, lowering links, they work well for what they are designed to do. They lower your car, they're adjustable, which is all fine and dandy, but the problem that you may run into is if you incorrectly lower your car with the links, where one side is inadvertently lower than the other side, you're going to throw codes in the car. I know I've done it before with many other lowering links, It's relatively easy to fix, but you don't want to do that to begin with. So that's kind of one of the disadvantages of going with the lowering link kits that are completely adjustable. With Unplugged, it's very static. You install them, you are done, and you know it's going to work right out of the box. So without further ado, I've got my owner's Model S Plaid here. We're going to dive right in and get this on the ground. I'm sitting at the rear suspension setup here. This is going to be your leveling arm that you're going to work with. You have your 10mm, which is going to be that right there. You need to remove. This is going to be your connection. Now, if you take a look right here, there is a clip you can push. What that does is it allows this connection here to disconnect from your sensor. Now, here you have a T20. There's going to be one on the other side. What I would strongly recommend that you do before you even touch this here, you should take a picture of the orientation to make sure you are installing it correctly. Now you see that I have removed the arm here, and it will expose the T20 right here and right here. You'll notice that this pivoting arm, it does have some play, but you want to be very cautious. This is it's plastic and it will snap if you are not careful. Looking at the driver's front side, one of the things that you have to do to access your bracket, you've got some little rivets here, the plastic clips that Tesla uses. You've got 1, 2, there's going to be 3 and 4 right there. You want to remove those, and what it does is it allows you to pull this panel back because you need to access that 10mm bolt there. It's hard if you do not pull that panel back. So what we'll do, you're going to remove that. You're going to, the clip for the connector is right here. You're going to unclip it from the other side. Unclip it, and then here you'll see 2 T20s. What I'll do is I'm going to unclip this, remove that 10mm, and I will show you guys how to remove the 2 T20s. Here we have the loose leveling sensor right here, and as you can tell, it does hang freely. You do have some play in it, but not enough where you can turn it around to access the T20 that should be right here and here. It's actually on the other side. So you're gonna have to kind of turn it like this here and remove it from the back side here. I'll go ahead and do that. That will allow me to pull this bracket off to essentially install the new bracket. I wanted to let you guys see a comparison side by side. You've got the OEM, you have the Unplugged version, Unplugged OEM. You can kind of see the difference. It's hard to tell. Again, these are supposed to lower the car by 1 setting, so you're not going to see a huge variation. When I take a look at the very front ones, the Unplugged, it does look slightly shorter, but it could be an optical illusion, and the rear look potentially a little longer. I could be wrong about that, but there is some slight variation. It's just very hard to tell. For the installation of the back, you guys will notice that I have already mounted the unplug arm to the setup here. One thing you will see is that you have, if you can, you see this little nipple right here. That nipple actually goes into the back side here. This is going to be threaded. All we're going to do here is we're just going to essentially line it up Make sure you're very careful again with that leveling arm when you're turning it, and that it's properly set. Okay, from here it just goes right in like such, just like that. The arm is in its correct orientation. We're going to tighten that 10 millimeter to, again, 6 foot-pounds. We're going to connect the connector here, and we're done with the very back. I want to go ahead and reiterate, photos are so important in this process. Earlier, I had showed you guys that I had completely installed this, but I did it wrong. The arm's orientation of the plug was actually pointing up, which was incorrect. I double checked with my photo that I took per Unplugged's recommendation. It needs to be pointing down, so I had to just simply switch it. Again, very simple mistake to make, and that's why they always recommend taking photos. Now the orientation of the sensor and the arm is 100% correct. I'll put the 10 mil in, torque it to 6 foot-pounds, plug the connector back in. We are done at that point. So take your photos, guys. Now for the install of the very front, the way that it's going to be positioned, you see this little hook here. The way that it's set up on the stock frame is it will sit just like this. This hitch actually catches onto the metal part of the frame and holds it there. You want to go ahead and install it like this here. So this will go around the back side just like such. You're going to put those two T20s, and then you're going to essentially obviously put it up, put it next to the frame, and screw your 10 mil and your connection right here. So it's a little difficult to see due to this panel's angle, but I'm going to go ahead and put the T20s, and then I'm going to put this back up to the frame part, and then I'm going to tighten the 10 millimeter in. Make sure also your leveler is connected correctly. This is incorrect. It should be just like this. With the install of the Unplugged Performance lowering kit for the Model S Plaid or X, I am so impressed. You guys saw the before photos and after photos, and it looks as though it lowered the vehicle roughly half an inch to maybe 3/4 of an inch. I will admit, when I was installing the parts and kind of comparing the two, it didn't seem as though it was going to lower the vehicle very much, but afterwards, man, I am so impressed with the product. My client was even more impressed and just fell in love with his S Plaid again. As he had noted, the afterlook is literally flush and no more finger gaps. Just to kind of recap, the installation in itself, it is truly easy to do. If for some reason you get lost in the video, you can always follow along with the Unplugged Performance installation guide that is available on their site. It's very thorough. They tell you the tools that you need, what you need to do, as well as the torque specs. So they really do a great job of giving you enough information to make this install 100% successful. I am happy to say with this client's S Plaid, it is not the last thing that we're going to go ahead and do. We have a few other things that's planned for the suspension setup, and I would love for you guys to come on back, check out some additional stuff that we have in store for this S Plaid. For all of my returning automotive fanatic family that is checking out another video, I do want to go ahead and thank you for the support. If you are new to my channel, please consider subscribing to the channel and helping me continue to grow this channel out. Until the very next time, my automotive fanatic family, this is Peter, your automotive fanatic, signing off.